Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Raved and welcome to my new Let's Play of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat for the Nintendo GameCube and the Nintendo Wii. This game, surprisingly, is one of those games that have been locked inside your mind for a very long time, and then when you clicked on this video or any other related video with this game, you instantly say, "Oh, it was that game!" But yes, this game is a very nostalgic game for me because it's one of the first Donkey Kong games, or actually the first Donkey Kong game I ever played. And this game is barrels of fun. And wow, I just used a completely stupid reference and pun. But other than that, let's just jump right into the Banana Kingdom and see exactly what this game is all about. So entering the Dawn Savannah. As you can see right here, we actually have a pretty good sense of graphical environment, but I might as well get over the controls. So, actually, there are two ways you can play this game. There is the traditional GameCube, or not traditional, but the regular standard GameCube controller that you can use, which I will be going over the controls for. Or you could be using the DK bongos that came with this game, if you were to buy the whole pack. Now, according to this game, it's best that you use exactly what I mentioned there with the DK bongos, because those controls are more fun to use and it's a little bit easier to play. However, if I was to really use the bongos, it would sound a lot like this. Slap, 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 clap, 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 slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. Yeah, pretty annoying, isn't it? So, I hope you guys don't mind, because with the GameCube controller there will be a lot of clicking and tapping since I am going to be spamming, because this game is actually really based off of skill, to be honest. I actually had a lot of trouble practicing because, well, I lack skill. But other than that, I might as also mention that the Donkey Kong bongos, or DK bongos, whatever you want to call them, are not only used for this game, but another game called Donkey Konga, which is a standard rip-off of Dance Dance Revolution or Guitar Hero. I never really liked both of those games. Well, I used to play Guitar Hero then, you know, it got boring. But I might as well go over the controls here. So, to go left or right, you simply go left or right. However, as you can see, I'm just looking back left and right. So, you're going to want to keep tapping the button, or keep like clicking the button on left or right on the control stick to move left or right. Now you press A to jump, and you can do a standard jump, and then with the C stick for the GameCube controller would be equivalent to your clap with the bongos. I probably will not go over the bongos or how its controls are, but I hope you guys can get in the standard equivalents. So by pressing the C stick, or pressing any button on the C stick, as you can see right there, we did an equivalent of a clap, and as you can see right there, those fireflies, or fairies, will form together to form an arrow, so I need to go that way, but I want to go this way. But remember the skill I was talking about earlier? This game is really based off of skill. As you can see, actually I'll get into that a little bit later. So right here, there are bananas, and these are actually called beets. Now the way that you want to actually go about doing this is, oh, I already failed right there. But as you can see, what I'm doing right here is that I've accumulated a combo, and that did not work in my favor. So I'm probably going to end up retrying the kingdom like I am right now, because that's something I'm going to end up doing a lot. But this game, once again, is very, very heavily based off of skill, and if you aren't really the skillful type, well then don't worry. But with the bongos, it's a little bit easier, and with the GameCube controller, it's a little bit harder. So you can see right there, I did a 3 combo, and the way you do that is by manipulating your controls, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So for now, you want to collect the beets like so. You could just run up to them and collect them like so. But the way that you want to go about doing it is that you simply want to just run as fast as you can, and while in the air, in the direct middle of the cluster of bananas, you want to grab those. Now right there, I just beat up a pig, because clearly we are animals and we have the right to. And by doing that, you simply just press any, or clap, or use the C stick for that, or whatever. And the barrel on the top left are your beets, or your health, which I'll get into later, and everything else that you want to get. Now, this game is actually 100%able, and right here I may be doing some funky combos that would seem a little bit awkward to show, but once again, it's kind of hard to just go over every single element. So if I don't really speak that much, it's because I'm trying to amass a really big combo. As you can see right there, there's a 4 combo. And the combo is actually your multiplier, because the more combo you get, the higher multiplier you get. And by doing something like a ground pound, what you want to do is you want to tap the control stick left or right, then you want to tilt it back in the opposite direction, and you'll do a backflip leading yourself to the other opposite direction. Now to do a ground pound, you simply do that, and you press A while in the air, and you'll do a ground pound. Now these monkey things clearly tell you where to go, whether it be diagonally up, diagonally left, or diagonally right, whatever's going on. And by simply clapping, you can or using the C stick. I'm probably gonna end using the C stick, but right there, the monkey saying, "Oh, clap, clap, clap!" And if I do, well, nothing's happening. But then again, that's because the bongos are not properly placed, because I'm not using them. So for this, let's just go ahead and do our standard combo, and I collected an extra banana, but that's alright. But right here, as you can see, we're amassing a huge combo, and having 120 years is actually really good to have. And then we have this big blue pig, and with this blue pig, you want to attack like so, and as you can see right there, I got 160 beats. And hold on, let me just stay quiet here for a second so you can listen to that. I gave out a hint on Twitter about what this game is loosely based off of, and that was rhythm. And that's because this game does feature rhythm in a very, very unique way. It's not a whole rhythm game, but it is fun to play, and it's very enjoyable to play. It's very fun to play, and it's very enjoyable to play. It's very enjoyable to listen to, too. So going down there, you want to mass all those, but it's not really that important. But down here, as you can see on the right, there are these things that will try and get you, but do not worry about them. Just simply let all of them go on top of you. I know it sounds weird, but that's exactly what you want to do. Now, if 3 or more get on, then you can obviously not move, and they are trying to eat you, but nothing will happen. Just simply do that. Now you're going to do a combo here, grab all of them in the air, and you should have 19. I missed this guy, but hopefully he doesn't mind that I just did not, I completely ignored him. But with that, there's not a whole lot left of this level. It's a pretty short level. But let's see if I can do the standard combo that I do for everything. I cannot pull it off. Actually, yes I can, it's this, 4, no. Go right here. There we go. Oh, almost missed those. Alright, now right here, there will be some extra bananas you can get, a little bit of a secret, which I will be showing off in this LP. And going this way will actually reveal some more bananas. Now, you want to get a multiplier going on for those, so having around 400 to 500 beats at the end of this level is very good. But right now, we have this huge sacred fruit, as I like to call it. I actually do not know the official names of anything in this game, so if you want to hear official names, they'll probably be up on screen whenever I introduce them, such as everything we've encountered before. But with that, all we should do now is just latch onto the fruit and bite into it. Now this part, you're going to want to spam that A button, because if you do, you will end up getting, well, extra beats at the very end. With the bongos, you can amass up to 60 at once, but since I'm using the A button, it is going to be a little bit more difficult, since you cannot go one time with the bongos. It's going to be completely pounding them left and right. Okay, so with that level being done, let's move on to the next level, which is the Jungle Deeps. Now for this level is relatively, it's actually the first introduction to a little bit more of a harder scale. And something I didn't mention, but it's very obvious, is that Donkey Kong's on the bottom left, and everything that he does will be in a little bit of a closer perspective for us to see. As you can see right there, we're just going to wait, he's going to look at us, then move around, wonder what's going on. But for this part, this is where you kind of want to pay attention if you're going for 100%, since this game, once again, is a 100%able, and that was a word, apparently. So you want to just jump right into it, grab 30 beats off the bat. Now you can just do some funky combos, get 14 there, and okay, right there. These flower things you really do want to collect, because if you do not, you will end up not having, well, you don't have to collect them, but it's very helpful that you do, and almost imperative actually, so don't ignore them at all, and whenever you see them, you want to collect them. Now right here, he's going to basically teach you that you can wall jump, but the best way to do it, as you can see right there, those would be the instances of the bongos. In our case, it's left and right. But I want to be more creative, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a super cool backflip into the next portion. And grab them, and we want to go do that, and we should have gotten some sort of no, not combo. We wanted to get those See that little berry thing right there? Yeah, let's clap there so we can trigger them. And then you want to quickly latch onto this and make sure none of them fall, because if they do, you could be screwed out of getting yourself. I failed 1 minute while I go back to get them. Okay, now we're back. As you can see, my beat count is, ironically, at 666. Wow, that's a first! But now that I'm back, I actually should have mentioned that I did significantly better in the last level because, well, I was actually focusing and I wasn't afraid to go a little bit loud on the control stick. So I did a little bit better than what we have. We have around 30 more beats than we did before. But back to what we were getting at before, no. We want to get off of that, and what we want to do is we want to just jump on it and clap, and then we should trigger those flowers, and if we get all of them like this, you should have 100 beats, like that. So now we have 766, which is really good to have. And as you can see, it says we want to clap right here. Now, think exactly why we want to clap. Well, look at this. Doing that would trigger those mushrooms to expand like that. And it's really cool how they did that. And I cannot believe I just did somewhat of a rhyme there. So for this next portion, what you want to do is you want to grab those, and then there's 4 flying bananas in the air. Kind of weird to say that, to be honest, but hey. Anyways, these guys, you can just do a simple combo in the air to grab these. They're not that hard. But for this portion right here, you really want to pay attention to almost everything I do here, because this next part is going to be relatively hard to do if you are just simply passing through the normal way. This is a perfect way to get yourself a guaranteed 100% in this level, but let's just go ahead and fly on this thing. And I always thought it was like, I actually think it's a squirrel. I don't know the official name, but it'll be up on screen like I've done for everything else. Now going down here, first of all, these 3 little things, you actually want to get on top, and then you want to just hit them, grab the bananas, and then for these orange balls, you don't want to get on them, and I got on them. Wow, that was wonderful. I just wasted a bunch of beats there when they could have been more. So don't do that mistake, but what you want to do here is you want to get yourself around a 4 combo when you get up, and you want to grab onto this thing. Now if you have a 5 combo, what you can do is that you can just fly down, but what you want to do is that you actually want to go right over here. Because of that, you'll be launched up in the air like so, and doing that, you can get yourself a nice little hefty count. Now there's obviously more up there, so we're going to go ahead and do that because I was a little bit hesitant, but we're going to go up and get more of them, because, like I said, if you don't do pretty much what I'm doing here, you will not get yourself, or I mean, it's going to be really hard. Get yourself the rank that you so desire, and wow, that was a fail. But I guess since we're up here, it doesn't really matter. As you can see, there's a bunch of bananas for us to get here. I don't think I can get all of them, but let's try doing this. Yeah, it's a good number to get. 157, we could have gotten a lot more. But if you can just get up here and with a good combo, you should be set to go. Now, let's just do the same thing we did earlier. And let's try to get our multiplier back up, since there still are a couple of beats that we can get. So to do exactly what we did before, and wait, 2 combo. Let me go back down, because for some reason it did not do what I wanted to do. Donkey Kong, what's up, man? Don't do this to me. Okay, let's latch on him. Now we don't have to worry about going anywhere left, or I mean anywhere right, but go down here. We don't want to go back up, so let's just fight the current and grab this, get 15 automatically, 20, 25, then to 30, 35, and everything else in between. We're doing that, we'll get yourself around 65 beats. Now you can just let go and get yourself more beats here. Now, you do not want to get hurt by these guys since they can harm you, surprisingly. I mean, they're frogs and you're an ape. You wonder exactly how you could get hurt from them. And bananas, I should mention, or beets, I should mention, will disappear automatically if you leave them lingering for too long, as with any other perishable fruit. But that's not what I want to do. I also should mention that if you can get on the very tip of the beginning of a wall, you can get yourself a nice little combo. I don't know exactly how that works, but hey, I'm not going to complain. But moving on, we should be done, because right there we just have another banana fruit. And there are no more secrets to be found, actually. You can't go down there, there aren't anything. So let's just do a nice little combo, and let's spam the A button. But something else is going to happen here, which is going to be pretty cool. As you can see right there, that level, or in total, this took 6 minutes and 46 seconds, but clearly that's a lie. And there's a question mark, question mark, question mark. But exactly what could that be? I should also mention that the best beat total will always be 500 by default because the game developers suck. But exactly what was that silhouette that we saw? I'll explain when we find out. That was Dread Kong. Now, you came in this game and you were probably thinking exactly what storyline is behind this. Well, the storyline to this game is there are kingdoms for a reason. And in every kingdom, because OMG spoilers, there's more than one, there is clearly the king. And Donkey Kong is on a conquest to become king of everything and defeat all the kings. So here we have our first king here, Dread Kong. And we are in a pretty cool environment. As you can see, there's a bunch of monkeys with torches, both in the foreground and in the background. And it's kind of cool how some monkeys are not visible, yet the torch is still burning bright. But let's go ahead and clap, or hold down the C button, and let's begin. Okay, now the way this fight goes is that with the C stick, you can actually guard like that, and by just doing any left or right movement, you could actually punch. However, the way that you want to go about doing this is once he actually manages to miss, as we'll do right now, you can just smash him and then go for a nice hit. As you can see, I didn't do a whole lot of damage. This is one of the examples of being being a lot more of a better run with the bongos, because you can do a lot of damage with the bongos. And actually, I might end up doing that just in the end to show you the comparison. So, I think I'll do that once we get to the end of this fight. The bass fight? Yeah, the bass fight. But, as you can see right there, actually, the Dread Kong, I should say, or the king, was getting angry when we got him to around half health. And when he does that, he becomes significantly harder, but it's still easy to avoid. Yeah, it's really easy to avoid the attacks that I got hurt. But we're gonna block. But there's one thing I like to show off with this, and if I can, I want to see if I actually can do this. I want to try, because you can actually punch his gut, and you can send him flipping in the air like crazy. Yeah, right there. Doing that does a lot of damage. It can really help you out in the end. But for now, we're just gonna... I did not press the C stick at all. Wow. But just a couple more hits, so maybe 1, 2, 3. You know what? No. And with that, we have defeated Dread Kong, the first of many kings. And with that, we have become king of the Banana Kingdom. But remember that 100% thing I was talking about? You're probably still thinking exactly why that matters. I mean, the beats represent our health, but what else do they represent? We lost 30 beats in that battle, but then again, that was because I was just introducing stuff and I wasn't really paying attention that much. Even though I probably should, but I didn't really want to be quiet. So, let's see exactly what happens at the very end. But right here, we have an award ceremony. Now, with the barrel of beats you collected, this is your rank overall. Now, if it overflows, you're good. And this is the introduction of a crest. The sacred tree has bestowed upon you a crest of loyalty. Yeah, royalty, not loyalty. Now, these crests, I'll explain them as they go, or the game can. There are 3 crests in every kingdom: bronze, silver, and precious gold. The number of beats you can offer to the sacred tree determines which crests you are awarded. Offer beats to the sacred tree to earn crests. Now, pay attention to the ranks that we have. We have bronze, silver, and gold. That is a lie. Why am I calling it a lie? You'll find out eventually. So with that, we get the silver crest and the gold crest. But if you have more than 1,200 beats, a hidden Platinum Crest descended from the sky. So, if you get 1,200 beats or more at the very end of this ceremony, you will obtain the Platinum Crest. Getting a Platinum Crest on every level is imperative for 100%. Actually, it's the main factor for 100%. If you have Platinum Crests on all the levels, you are good to go. So if you manage to get it on the first try on this, you should be fine. Now, a new kingdom has been discovered, and there's a Crest logo, and there's only one. Now, if you just sped through this game, or if you really suck at the boss, or just you get hit in general because you're accident prone. Maria, note to self, never get iMessages when you're recording. You should probably turn off your iPad, because I don't need it anymore. But Crests are the main factor in unlocking new levels. However, if you get Platinum Crests on the first couple of levels, you should be good to go for the rest of the game. This game isn't really that long, to be honest. It's a reasonable length, but it shouldn't be, 20, 30, 40, 50 episodes like last one. But let's go and see exactly what kingdom was uncovered. And the kingdom that was uncovered was the Orange Kingdom. And as we go forward, we'll get another one with 2. Now, as you can see right there, we have unlocked the Watermelon Kingdom. And for 3, we get the Apple Kingdom. Now, here's something I'd like to do. These levels go by relatively fast, but since this was an introductory episode, it's going to be relatively long. And for the most part, we're going to end up having to do 2 kingdoms per episode. However, it could eventually screw up what we're going to do. So next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, we're only going to be taking on the Orange Kingdom. And trust me, we're going to go through that level relatively fast, because these levels don't really take that long at the beginning, but they'll get relatively longer towards the end. Thank you all so much for watching and tuning into this new episode and this new LP. It really means a lot if you would do all these good things for supporting this, because I will personally enjoy this Let's Play more than Platinum, because, well, there is no lag. So with that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.